Alright guys, today I'm going to show you how to set up Openbox. Openbox is a window manager that can be run as a standalone desktop for Linux. It's extremely good for people who want 100% customization over their desktop as opposed to like Unity or KDE or whatever. I use it almost exclusively, as you can see. In my opinion, it's one of the best desktops or window managers you can run. Today we're going to be doing it on Ubuntu, and hopefully when I have enough time I'll do the Arch Linux setup. So if you're new to Linux, I suggest starting out with Ubuntu, which is why we're doing this tutorial on Ubuntu today. So when you first install Ubuntu, you're going to see this when you log into your desktop. This is Unity. Now, again, in my opinion, it's different for everyone else, but that's one of the things that makes Linux amazing. Is if you don't like it, change it. I think Unity is ugly as shit. I really do. So we're going to change that. I have some documents I've made here, and this is the command, the entire command that you're going to type in. This is several different tools and applications you're going to need. Well, you don't really necessarily need them, but it's what I use to set up Openbox. So what this does is when you type this in, or copy and paste it, because I'll have it in the link or the description below, it will install Openbox, obmenu, which is a user interface for setting up the menu, instead of doing it by, the thing. You'll get what I'm showing you. Obconf, which is a theme manager and changer. Tint2, which is a very lightweight taskbar, I guess. Very customizable as well. Tilda. Tilda is a good thing to have. I install it so I can have it running on my desktop constantly. But it's also a good thing to go ahead and install because you need a terminal with, or a root terminal actually. And this does it without you actually having to have a root terminal, which we're going to need to set up the menu. Thunar, which is a file manager that works very well with Openbox. Nautilus, in my experience, doesn't really work well with it or play nice with Openbox, so we're just going to use Thunar. Compton was it with it, which English. Compton, which is a it basically allows you to get effects, and I'll show you that later. And nitrogen. Nitrogen is a very easy way to set up your wallpaper, since there's no option for it in Openbox out of the box. It's just easy. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do, like install FEH and whatnot, but this is the simplest way. So you're going to copy and paste into a terminal, which I should have all of these already installed. And yes, I do. Okay, so once you have all that installed, you're going to go ahead and log out of Unity. And right here, where you see the Ubuntu icon, click it. Openbox. It's there. Go ahead and log in. And this is what you get. That's it. So, in order to set it up, we're going to have to open a terminal. Just type tint2 real quick. That way you'll have something to work with down here. Open up another one, and you're going to go to thunar. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is start a auto start config file. So if you notice here, that's all you see, but if you hit Control H, you have a bunch of hidden files that pop up, or folders. You're going to want to go to config, find Openbox, and it's not showing up. Awesome. Alright, so if it's not there, just go ahead and create a new folder. We're going to call it Openbox. It should be there, but if it's not, just go ahead and create one. You're going to right click, create document, empty file, and we're going to call it autostart.sh. Go ahead and create that. We're going to open it up with get it. And first and foremost, if you don't like looking at a gray screen all day, type nitrogen space dash dash restore and press enter twice and hit tint 2. And we're going to save that. Close out thunar, open nitrogen from the command line, and you see there's nothing there. You're going to have to actually go in and manually set up your folder, which is completely simple. Just go to Preferences, Add, Pictures, Select. You see we have wallpapers here. Go ahead and apply one, close out of that, and you see we have a wallpaper now. So go ahead and exit out, log back in. Look at that, cool. We have a taskbar and a wallpaper set up. That simple. Now for the menu part, you're going to want to open tilda. So open up tilda, close out of that, and open up another terminal. You don't have to open up another terminal, but it helps. If I can spell. And let me go back into, there we go. Alright, so you're going to want to go here to this website, download an application called mmaker. And what mmaker does is it creates a script that pulls everything you have installed on your computer and turns it into a nice little neat menu. So once you have that installed, which I think I have it already, let's see, yep, okay. Once you have it downloaded, you're going to extract it. Close that here real quick. That's my bad. Okay, so once you're going to extract it to your home folder, which would be this one right here. This is home. Now that you've done that, then you go to tilda. Let me do this real quick. Okay, there we go. Cool. Once it's extracted to your home folder, you're going to navigate to that home folder. I can't English today. I'm sorry, guys. You're going to navigate to that home folder with this command, and then you're going to type this in. then reconfigure, and now you have a working menu. Cool. Now that will actually stay. You don't have to have any config for that. That'll stay. And close that at tilde. If you want to change anything in the menu, you need to, let's see, open up obmenu. But as you can see, obmenu is not here. I'm sure it's somewhere in here, but it's easier to add your own. So again, open up another terminal, type in obmenu, and this is how you configure the menu. Let's go ahead and go down here, new item, type obmenu or whatever else you want to call it, and the command will be the same, obmenu. So save, obmenu, it's there. And we're going to go ahead and add obconf, and again it's the same. And we have that. Let's change themes. Awesome. Now you can download themes from anywhere you find on Google. The best place to look would be, I would say, DeviantArt or a website called box-conf, or no, it's box-look.org. They're pretty good about keeping stocked on themes. And just to make things easier, we're going to go wallpaper, nitrogen. Save that. And anything else that you want to put in here, it's more than likely the same thing. I mean, if you want Rhythmbox or any music player, type the name here or whatever you want. You can call it whatever you want on the label. Just make sure that the execute is either what the application is called or the path to the application, which would be in, I think it's file system, user, and then bin folder. So there's that. Now to get the effects, which is where compton comes in, I've already taken the liberty of typing this out. You can go ahead and copy and paste it if you want. It's, again, easy. The whole point of this tutorial is to make Openbox easier on people who don't know how to set it up or Linux noobs. So we're going to go to your home folder again, hit Control H, and that Openbox file that we created is in the config folder, Rick. Openbox. We're going to open the get it, and see, where is it? Ah, right here. We're going to copy this, paste it here. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to add, it helps if when you type in Tint2 and nitrogen and all that kind of stuff, any application you want to start up, I didn't do it. For some reason it magically worked, but it might not. Go ahead and put this little symbol, the ampersand, at the end of every application you want to start. And go ahead and save. Log out again. Log back in. And now you see we have transparency and all that kind of fun stuff. As for the Tint2 configure, there should be, yeah, right here. There's this little application, if you go on to like DeviantArt or wherever, that's usually where I get my themes for Tint2. You can find config files or little files that you can install. So all you have to do is, there's a certain way you do it. I think you have to put a period in front, rename the config with a dot or a period in front of it, and it should be, this should be able to read it. So you would go to add, navigate to where the config file you downloaded was and renamed with a period or a dot in front of it, and it should open up in here. That way you just hit apply. That's not apply, that's apply, and then it goes. You can also move this up here, over here, over here. It just depends on whatever you want to do. And that's really the basis on how to set it up. I mean, that it's extremely simple. I mean, there's nothing to it. It's just a lot of the information I found was very sporadic or just over-complicated things with a crap ton of words that shouldn't have been in the tutorial. So that's why I did this, was to make it more simple. If you guys want to know how to do the crazy stuff like conky or this right here, just let me know and I'll go ahead and do that. So that's really about it.